Hello everyone, my name is Emma Woods. I am the HR Services Manager in Collins McNicholas Recruitment and HR Services Group. Today I am providing you with an online tutorial on how to create a winning CV. This is being completed on behalf of the Sligo Leaders Partnership with the SICAP programme. Regarding the agenda for today's tutorial, I will be going through what is a CV, the proposed content to include in your CV, addressing any gaps that you may have with regards to your CV, and finally some key guidelines when developing your CV. In terms of what is a CV, so your curriculum vitae, or otherwise known as CV, is a clear summary of your work experience, your education, and your skill set. The purpose of a CV is to convince the prospective employer to invite you to the next stage of the recruitment process. Regarding the content in your CV, so there are generally 7 sections which make up a CV, and these include your contact details, your personal profile, your employment history, your educational background, any additional trainings or qualifications that you may have, your personal achievements, hobbies and interests, and finally your references. In terms of the first section, your contact details. So here you include your full name, your home address, your email address, your phone number, and finally your LinkedIn URL should you have a LinkedIn account. The next section underneath that is your personal profile. So this is a short paragraph highlighting your qualifications, experience, and specific skill sets. It is generally 3 to 4 sentences in length. Following on from your personal profile, you then go into detail on your employment history. Okay, so you start with your most recent, include the company name, the job title, and the period of employment. And for each of your past employers, you detail your duties and responsibilities for each of your roles. You can also emphasize what you achieved in each of those roles. Following on from that section, you then go into detail on your education. So once again, start with the most recent, include the provider's or the institution's name, the course title, and finally the years it took to complete. If you are still in education, you can go into further detail on the modules that you are currently completing. Regarding the next section, so section 5, here you note down any additional trainings or qualifications that you may have completed. So these could include Microsoft Office packages such as Word or Excel training. It could be noting down that you have a clean driving license, if you've completed a manual handling course, or it could just include any in-house trainings that you may have completed with any of your past employers. The next section then is section 6, and that is your personal achievements, hobbies and interests. So here you can note down any significant achievements that you may have in relation to sports, volunteering, community work, and also you can note down your key hobbies and interests. Section 7 then is your references. So if you are currently in employment, you can put down referees available upon request. If not, you can include the name of the referee, their position, the company name, and the contact details of the individual. So that is their phone and email address. Choose 2 referees at minimum who you work directly for. So that could be the company owner, a supervisor, or a manager. And it is very important to ask for permission from the referee to use their details. In terms of any gaps in your CV, so gaps can be quite common. Here you can try and highlight any upskilling, volunteering, or further training you may have completed during your time out of employment. It is best to put down the gaps on the CV rather than leaving the employer guessing. So I've given an example. You may have taken time out to rear a young family, and I've just put in the dates there. So from 2006 to 2011. Finally, some key guidelines. So ideally, your CV should be no more than 2 pages. It should always be typed using the same font size and colour throughout the whole document. Use subheadings for each of the different sections. Use bullet points throughout the CV. Ensure it is well structured, clear and easy to read. Make sure there are no spelling or grammar mistakes. That is very important. And finally, ensure that it is fully up to date. So thank you very much for listening to my online tutorial on how to create a winning CV. Should you wish to schedule a one-to-one phone conversation or Skype with myself, or require any remote support on your CV via email, please do not hesitate to get in contact with me using my contact details below. So I've provided you with my email address and also my contact phone number. And just to note as well, any additional support provided is fully funded by the Sligo Leaders Partnership with the SICAP programme. Thank you again and best of luck with your CV.